Hi everybody, Dr. Mike here. Let's talk about abdominal pain. First thing is that when we look at our abdomen, there's going to be a number of structures or organs associated predominantly with the digestive system. Now, if we were to break up the abdominal cavity into 9 regions, we can then locate particular structures or organs within each particular region. So for example, at the top right, you're going to have the liver and the gallbladder, and right at the very top, you're going to have the stomach and pancreas. Then the top left, you're going to have the stomach, pancreas, and spleen. Right in the middle, you're going to have the majority of the small intestines and a little bit of the transverse portion of the colon. Then towards the bottom right, you're going to have where the small intestines turn to the large intestines, and so this includes the appendix. Then right in the middle and towards the right, you're going to have the ascending colon, transverse colon, and then descending colon towards the left, and then it turns into the sigmoidal colon. And you can see this is basically how it's broken up in these 9 regions. The next thing is that when these regions were developing, when you were developing as an embryo, which I've drawn here, you can localize these particular structures to areas of the developing embryo. For example, those highlighted in red, predominantly being of the upper abdomen, came from the foregut, then these in blue came from the midgut, and then those in green came from the hindgut. The reason why this is important with pain is because the way that these structures manifest their pain depends on their embryological development. For example, those in red will manifest their pain as though it's coming from the upper abdomen. Those in blue are manifesting their pain as though it comes from the umbilical region, and those in green manifest their pain as though it's the lower abdomen. Now another reason why this is important is because you can see the appendix, while it may sit down in the bottom right area, when you first get appendicitis or appendix related pain, it tends to present itself as though it's coming from the umbilical region. Why? Because of its embryological development being the mid-gut, in the mid area. Okay, so that is called visceral pain. The other thing is some of these structures are hollow, some of them are solid. Now these hollow structures are going to be filled with liquids and gases, and they need to be moving around. They move around because the muscles surrounding these tubes contract and relax. Now often the pain associated with hollow organs in the abdomen is called colic. And it's a colicky pain, it's intermittent, it's coming and going, and it's because the muscles are surrounding something that's eliciting pain. It could be some sort of obstruction, it could maybe be a mass of some sort, but now this can happen also in the kidneys as well, when the ureters of the kidneys surround a stone and it causes this colicky pain. Again, it could happen in the intestines if there's an obstruction. Now when it's a solid mass like the liver, for example, pain can be elicited if some sort of blood that's accumulating, or maybe the mass is putting some sort of pressure on. And again, when this visceral pain presents, it's often quite diffuse and hard to localize. Like I said, you'd often say it's upper abdomen, mid, or lower abdomen. Now, when you start getting specific with the pain, for example, when appendicitis starts to manifest as though you can now feel it as though it's the bottom right area, this is usually now the inflammation is spread to the wrapping around the digestive organs. So this wrapping called the peritoneum, once that starts to get irritated in particular areas, that's when you can more specifically localize where this pain's coming from. That's called somatic pain. So you got the visceral pain from the organs, quite diffuse, intermittent, and then you're going to have the somatic pain, which is the inflammation of the peritoneum, the wrapping, that's more direct and more localized. And then the third is referred pain, and this is where, so referred pain is difficult. It's where a certain pain comes from a particular structure, but your brain interprets it as though it's coming from somewhere else. So for example, a myocardial infarction, a heart attack of the lower part of the heart, can actually feel as though it's coming from the epigastric region, like heartburn, for example. Sometimes you can get hip pain and it manifests as though it's coming from regions within the lower abdomen, okay? Sometimes diaphragmatic issues can present as though it's coming from the shoulder, okay? So this is all referred pain, and the reason why is because different structures actually jump into the spinal cord at the same level, and when it goes to the brain actually has a difficult time knowing which structure came from what pain signal came from what particular structure. So this is abdominal pain.